What's up? It is Brandy Chanell, and if you're new to my channel, here on this channel we talk about everything from hair to makeup to food to fashion and pretty much everything beauty and lifestyle. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hopscotch on over to that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can join the notification gang. All right, let's get on to the subject matter at hand. So guys, welcome to the segment I want to call single serve, because guys, I cook for myself. It's just me up in here that's cooking, and if you've never cooked for one person, it's very hard, because usually most recipes calls for 2, 4, 8 people, and yes, you can do the math to subtract, but who has time for that? So this segment is going to be called Single Serve, where I show you how to make a meal for one, whether you're single, you're married, or you're just hanging out with yourself and everyone else is gone and you're like, well, what am I going to make just for me? Come to this segment and check out the videos. So today we're going to talk about lovely and delicious stuffed bell pepper. So I already actually ate the other one because it was so good. And this is like what I have left over. But I'm gonna show you guys how to make this. So in lieu of having a breaded Philly cheesesteak sandwich, I just put all the stuff on the inside of this green pepper. All right, check it out. All right guys, you're gonna start with preheating your oven to 375. In full disclosure, I have a gas stove. So if you have electric, you may wanna start with 325 or 350. And you'll start with an extremely thin chicken breast, 1 green pepper, 1 large onion, and some Lowry seasoning. You're gonna start by cutting your pepper in half so that you have 2 sandwiches, so to speak. It's easier to eat when you cut it in half, and then once you cut the 2 or however many you plan to make, cut them in half. Then you're going to go in with the spoon and clean out the inside to remove the seeds or anything inside so that it's hollow. And I actually made the mistake of opening this one a little bit too much, so I took the top of it and I kind of put it back in there so that the chicken doesn't fall through. But anyways, if that happens to you, there's a little tip that you can do. So you're gonna put those 2 halves on a baking sheet off to the side once you've cleaned out the insides. And now we're gonna go on to chopping up the onions and adding the mushrooms. So I'm gonna take half of the onion and slice it Jolene style. I believe that's how you pronounce it, like in very thin, long slices. As you can see here, I'm just chopping away. And then you're gonna put those onions, depending on how much onions you like. I like, maybe half a cup of onions, if even that. But what you do is you put that in this pan that's on medium heat with a little bit of olive oil. I would say just a tiny drop, maybe a capful. And you're gonna brown the onions as well as add in the mushrooms if you like mushrooms. And then we're going to take the onions and mushrooms out and put them over to the side to let them rest for a minute. And then you're going to throw your chicken breast into the same exact pan. I didn't add any additional oil. I just threw the chicken down. I'm going to season this side, let it brown for a little bit, and then I'm going to flip it over. And then I'll let it brown some more on the other side, and then I'll start slicing it up and let it fully cook and make sure all sides are brown. Also, because this chicken breast is so thin, it literally takes 2 to 3 minutes to cook, no longer than 5 minutes. I added the mushrooms and onions back in so it could give the chicken a little more flavor other than just being salty. So yeah, you want to throw those back in and add a little more seasoning just so it really has that Philly cheesesteak off the grill, restaurant taste. And then you're going to fill your green onions with what we just made, the chicken and the onions and mushrooms. And of course you can use the traditional cheese that they use for Philly cheesesteak, but I prefer either a provolone or this one is a Havarti or Havarti. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I call it Havarti, but whatever. It is delicious. It's nice and cheesy. I like when the cheese is stringy, but it also browns. So this is my favorite type of cheese, but you can add any cheese you want. And then go ahead and pop it into the oven and let it brown, let the cheese brown or, crisp up on the ends. And once it's fully melted, it's ready to enjoy. Enjoy, sis. low carb, just do no bread and obviously no fries, but I just have a side of fries on there for you guys as well. So enjoy. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.